just curious, how many people did manage to see my message explaining that we're going to have traffic problems? Not that many. If I had done it like last night, how many people would have read it between last night and now?
Same.
Yeah. A few more. Okay.
There was a rumor though.
There was a rumor. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with this when it happens. It doesn't happen that often, but
Larry
deal
and
with
Sergey just
Because the concerts are planned well in advance,
Yeah.
is there a possibility we could move the HBRC to a Tuesday or Thursday?
No,
there's general resistance to changing the day. Okay. I should explain briefly why. One of the other clubs, the San Francisco club, changed their day and venue, and they died. Okay. So we're very nervous about messing with success. Okay. So. Okay, by the way, my name is Wayne Bramlick, and I'm the president of the Brew Robotics Club for this year. And let me tell you the basic lay of the land. The first thing is, where are the bathrooms? You go out the hallway, down, and when you see the elevator, you turn right, and you'll find both bathrooms. Now, what's the deal with the badges? The deal with the badges is everybody in the building has to have a badge, okay? And Google seems to have a good policy of asking people who don't have badges why they don't have a badge, okay? We are in trouble if you are anywhere other than going out the door, leaving the building, or going to the bathroom between this conference room. That's all you get. Up on the second floor, no, not allowed, okay? And we have had this happen to us once, and that's why we're not meeting at the previous meeting spaces, because it didn't work out. So I just wanted to let you know about that little thing. Other than that, it's wonderful. They don't charge us anything for it, and it's really hard to find meeting spaces in the Valley. So we're really happy that Google is being so generous to let us use this space. Okay. Ryan Hickman back there is the guy who made it all happen. He just so. Okay. So people are going to keep dribbling in. So we have just a small amount of club-related stuff, which is what we do first, and then we'll get on with the main event, which is our, 11th annual table challenge. Okay. 13th. Sorry, we've been doing it for a long time.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, now, club stuff. Let me explain for people, how many people is this their first time here? Well, welcome. Let me tell you how it all works. What happens is you come to a few meetings, and you can come to as many meetings as you want, at your pleasure. If you decide you're going to be a regular, we'd like you to join the club. Dues are $10, okay? And that's either a singleton membership or a family membership. We're very family friendly here. So, so that's the deal on dues. So come a few times, and then if you decide, you really like hanging out with us, let's sign you up, and away we go.
The next calendar year.
Probably next calendar year, so like that would be January, February. So you can see we're not too touchy about the dues. Okay, the other thing is every year we have to do an election. We've never had the election a contested office, so that could happen. We could have two people running for the same office, but it's never happened. So anybody who's interested in perhaps helping out with being an officer of the club, please let me know. The offices are president, secretary, treasurer, program chair, web master, and sergeant at arms. Okay, sergeant at arms means you manage the meetings. So if anybody feels interested, let me know. So there's that aspect. And then we have some other volunteer things that happen, and we just sort of put people in and out of those as necessary. And one of our members, Tim Craig, has requested a volunteer to take over scheduling the SIG meetings. SIG stands for Special Interest Group. It doesn't mean all that much. It's just we meet the meeting Wednesday before this meeting, and we just hang out and talk robotics. Okay, and it's usually at Hacker Dojo, although that could move. And so we're looking for a volunteer to take that over. Now, if nobody volunteers, the SIG meetings could go away. So that's the threat. So let me know if you're willing to take it over. Tim will tell you there's not much effort involved. You just coordinate with the person who has the Hacker Dojo membership. Yes, Cam?
Doesn't the SIG more or less become the intro to ROS SIG?
Yeah, but when intro to ROS sort of runs down, then the SIG will still be there. So you know, somebody needs to send the message out. So, are you volunteering? You used to do it.
I'll send out a message the penultimate Wednesday of the month,
Yeah.
and let folks know that the SIG is meeting. For the most part, the SIG is ROS nowadays, folks.
Yeah.
And so we've got a ROS class going on that night at the Hacker Dojo, so that's the deal there. But I'll be glad to send the message out, no problem.
Okay. So we've got a volunteer. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. Let's see. Now we're going to do. Is there any other robotics news that anybody wants to mention?
Yeah. Fast Eddie here.
I'm looking for a Lego Robotics Invention System 2.0 disc that I can make a copy of.
Okay. Who has 2.0?
Julie has one.
I think I got an ISO.
Oh, the ISO would be great, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the,
Okay. Good.
thank you.
Any other robotics news? Let's see. Yes, Ryan.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday, November 7th and 8th, there is a Google Summer of Code event, and the team is looking for people who want to come and show off robot projects to the audience there. And there's a bunch of people from the open source community who come to this event of all ages. And so if you would like to show off your project to the open source community, you think you're doing something cool with robots and you'd like to get yourself out there known amongst that group, let me know and I can put you in touch. I may send the note out to the mailing list as well. So that's with the Google Summer of Code. It's just a chance to get recognition for your work in November.
What was the date again?
November 7th and 8th.
And, because I don't know what the Google Summer of Code is that like a hackathon, or can you just give a couple sentences on what that is?
You know, I should have been more prepared.
Why is it in November?
It's the summer.
Yeah, it's summer.
Summer.
I really should have been more prepared. Maybe I'll have more to say later. I think this is the end.
That has a great search engine. It's called Google.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the summer event. They have this big thing where they all get together and they talk open source stuff they did. But I'll sum it up later, sorry.
Summer's all year round.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Now let's see. The only other club-related thing I want to say is 5 years ago we set it up as a California unincorporated association, and our 5-year period will be up, and we're going to just reapply. So it's worked out really, really well as far as I'm concerned. I just thought I'd let people know we hit the 5-year milestone of actually being an officially state-sanctioned outfit. Okay. Yes?
Periodically, I go through my servos and nuts and bolts and recycle them. So I decided rather than just throw them in the recycle bin that I would, if anyone wants to go through them, if you want them, take them. If not, at the end of the night, I'm going to throw them.
Yeah. Could we just like put them on a corner chair?
Yep.
And that'll be that. Okay. We're getting ready to do the main event. And for those of you who don't know, you're going to be hearing the word ROS off and on tonight, and that stands for Robot Operating System. And this club is getting more and more involved in using Robot Operating System. For us oldsters that have been around through the personal computer revolution, evolution, I view ROS as sort of like the CPM event. Okay, there's lots of progress that will occur, but we've sort of finally got something which is, you know, where I would call CPM. Okay, so, and if you don't know what CPM is, I can't tell you, I don't remember. Okay.
Computer Products Micro.
Computer Products Micro. It was developed by Intergalactic Digital Research. Okay. And a good friend of mine was employee number 2 or 3 at that company. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is I'm going to hand this over to Camp, who traditionally runs the Robot Challenge. So here's Camp. And he doesn't use a mic.